Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept your lack of focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see me. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find a me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
DJ B.I.G. Show me the list. Show me the list. Everybody talking about they the best. Everybody talking about they talking about us. B.I.G. walking the God we trust. As long as our name is listed in the book, we good. Show me the list. Show me the list. Show me the list. Hey. Everybody talking about they the best. We the best, yes. Everybody talking about they talking about us. B.I.G. walking the God we trust. As long as our name is listed in the book, we good. Talking about us, B.I.G. walking the God we trust. As long as our name is listed in the book, we good. Show me the list, show me the list, show me the list. Hey. Everybody talking about they the best. We the best, yes. Everybody talking about us. B.I.G. walking the God we trust. As long as our name is listed in the book, we good.
Welcome to the Unnamed Sports Show. I'm your host, KDJ. It's a tough day for me. It's a tough. I started to do the show this week. I ain't gonna lie. Let the music play. I really did. I really did start not to do the show this week. You know, I'm really disappointed. I'm just disillusioned. I haven't felt well since Sunday night. I ain't even gonna work Monday. I took some time off. I need a day. True story. I didn't even go to work Monday. I was just I was so upset. I couldn't even go to work. I couldn't go to work and and I was just like I don't know what to do. And I know a lot of you guys are like, King, why? You went I know a lot of you guys are like, King, why you had a good week. You was 5-1. I understand. You were 5-1, King. Why were you upset? You were 5-1. You were doing the thing. Why were you disappointed? Why are you upset? What was wrong? Go ahead and put the graphic. Go ahead and run it. Go ahead and run it. All the games I chose, all the games I picked, all the ones I got right. The major one that got me was Dallas loss. And it hurt me to my heart. I couldn't let it. When I say I couldn't even go to work one day, I laid in the bed all day Monday. I did not go to work. I did not. The kids are calling. Where is Mr. Jordan? The guys are waiting for me at the center, and I just felt horrible. My whole body just felt horrible. And after having, and the majority of my week was fantastic. Freaking tastic. I was having the week of all epic weeks. All my picks are going. I mean, all the ones I called were just fantastic. And I was basking in the glory. I was basking in I was basking and soaking in the moments of triumph that I had all weekend long. Alabama won. Did what they were supposed to do. I even told y'all thought I wanted Georgia to win. I told y'all, I said, I didn't want Georgia to lose. I said, this one game, I didn't want Georgia to win. I wanted Georgia to win because I want them to lose to Bama. And what happened? We won. That was a fantastic game. We may talk a little bit about it later when we talk about college, but we get to Alabama one. I wake up and my pick against Kansas City. My Kansas City pick won as Kansas City beat the Dolphins, and if Bo is brave enough to call in the show tonight. You see him by myself. Bo ain't here right now. I hope he comes. I hope Bo's coming. I hope he's coming. I hope he's coming now. My week was bad. But it wasn't as bad as Bo's week. Well, we was there. My week was bad, but it wasn't as bad as Bo's week. Bo's week was way worse than my week. You know, but Bama won. Kansas City, they beat the lowly Miami Dolphins, which I predicted. And I was really close. I think I said it's 28. It's gonna be 28, 14 or something like that. I said it's gonna be 28, 21. I was really close to calling that, right? And this is the thing, you know, I don't do this for cats to gamble and bet on my picks. I actually tell you don't bet on my picks because I feel like you mess up, you know, the blessings and the calling it. And I said it would be like, and I almost called it. I said it would be like 28, 21, and the Chiefs won 21-14 over the Dolphins. And we may talk about that a little bit later. And, of course, Atlanta Falcons. I'm upset my Cowboys lost. I really am. I really upset. I was hurt. I didn't even go to work. I laid in the bed. I didn't even tell my wife I ain't go to work. I didn't even find out until today because of the loud mouths. Because of the loud mouths up there. Shay was just talking out loud at work today. Shay, what's up, Shay? How you doing, Shay? What's your name again? Shay. All the loud mouths at work were talking. My wife didn't even know I ain't come to work Monday. I just laid in the bed all day Monday. She didn't know. She thought I went to work. I'm like, oh, I can't go. I don't feel well. I really didn't feel good. I didn't feel well. Only person that can feel worse than me is the Atlanta Falcons fans. And that brings me joy. Atlanta lost in the last seconds of the game, 31-28 to the Miami Vikings. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, too. So I'm having a great Sunday. I'm having a great weekend. Colorado lost like I said they would. I told you our team was going to lose. So I'm having a great, great weekend. I'm talking about spectacular. And I said, did I remember something? I started looking at the notes. I started checking on everything. I started seeing everything. And then, because we here at the Unnamed Sports Show, we'll be coming up with a name soon. We keep saying that every week. We here at the Unnamed Sports Show pride ourselves in giving you guys the best analysts, the best picks, the best sports show from a bunch of unnamed guys that love sports. Some good guys that just love to talk about sports. And we were sitting there, and I was sitting there, and I was watching the game, and I was watching the Falcons, and it was a good game. Falcons, yeah, it really was a good game. I got to give props to the Falcons. It was a good game. I'm sorry, Falcons. I'm sorry. But it was a great game, Falcons. It was a good game, especially for the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game, especially for the Falcons. It was. What's up, John Waterbury? How you doing? John said it was a good game. John, it was very much a good game. A great game, except if you were what's up, John? Thank you for watching the show, John. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight. That was a good game. The Falcons was a good game. The Falcons was a great game. I'm not sure if he's talking about the Falcons or the Cowboys, but if you're a Falcons fan, that was a good game. That was a good game. So shout out, Joe. It was a great game. That was a good game, John. Great game. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching. And I'm watching the count. I'm watching and I'm looking at the scores because we like pride in giving you guys great picks and great analytical picks and our analysis and our feedbacks and our thoughts as fans and being just super fans that we are, where we like to study the games. We actually like to watch film. I like to watch film. I go back and watch every game. I watch the condensed versions. I don't watch the whole thing. I try to watch every game. When my wife is in the bed sleeping at night, I'm sitting in the TV and I'm watching every game. Every game. Listen, Shay. Every game, Shay. Every game, I'm watching every game. I'm sitting there watching every game. Football, I try to watch every basketball game, at least the condensed highlights of everything. I try to watch it all. I try not to speak and not be knowledgeable about what I talk about. And anything I do, if it's in sports, if it's church, if it's current events, if it's news, if it's tech, I try to be knowledgeable and study whatever I do before I get on here and talk to you guys, because I respect your time and I respect your efforts so much. So, with that being said, Sunday, I'm having a great day because all my picks are going. I said that Baltimore, we're going to get to that. We're going to can Bama beat Georgia? Oh, you know. I can't believe you asked me that, John. Can't believe it, John. John, you shouldn't ask me that, but John. I can't believe you asked me that, John. Should have been. I got to hit you with that bubble. Can't believe you asked me that, John. Can Bama beat Georgia? John, we'll get to that a little bit later. But I'm having a great Sunday. So I'm looking at the notes and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there. My wife comes in, and I'm seeing Baltimore blow out Seattle, like I called it. And I told my wife, I said, "Dawg, babe, I almost called that dead on. I said it's going to be like 35-14. It was worse. It was 37-3. And then it dawned on me. I said, oh, snap. Bo's picks have all lost. All Bo picks have lost. He's lost every pick. I was like, oh, God. I was like, my co-host, who's not here tonight, and I hope he calls it. He should be in. He might be running late. He's not here right now. All his picks was off. I was like, he missed every last one. I was like, baby, he missed every last one of them. I said he's he's over 5 right now. You know what I'm saying? I think he did call FSU. I think Antonio, you good? You're right, Antonio. You're right. Antonio said FSU run. FSU. Antonio, you're right. FSU did win. That's true. FSU. So he did call FSU. So he was not 0-4. Praise the Lord. He wasn't 0-4. Thank you, God. He got one right. He was like 1-4. So they ain't, you know. He was like a Wendy's menu, 2-for-4. He wasn't quite 2-for-4. He's like 1-for-4. You know what I'm saying? 1-for-5. I wish he was here because I got jokes for days about all that, right? So all the Balls pick lost. I mean, he said Seattle was gonna upset Baltimore. Didn't happen. He said that Miami was going to beat Kansas City. I don't know what he was saying. That didn't happen. Then he said that he had all his picks was gone except for one. He did call FSU who struggled, almost lost, but they pulled it out. Yeah, they struggled at first, but they came back and pulled out. We struggled at the end. All of them came through, and they lost themselves for FSU. So he's what, 1-4, 1-4, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. Now King, on the other hand, I told y'all exactly what's going to happen. That's why y'all should listen to the show. Because I tell you what I see. I'm honest, and I tell you what I see. And sometimes it's still a fault. When I tell you what I see, sometimes it's still a fault. Okay? Let's just be honest. Sometimes it's definitely at a fault when I'm so honest, it's still a fault sometimes. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the game, and I tell my wife, and it's right before the Cowboys coming up. I'm watching the Falcons alternatively lose to a quarterback that came Tuesday. What TT? What TT? What the two TTs? TT Webbs and Terrence Thomas. What the TTs? Where Eddie Carswell? Where all these Falcons fans? What are the Falcons fans? You know what I'm saying? Where are the Falcons fans? So I'm seeing all the Falcons fans lose to a quarterback that's gone to 5 teams in the last calendar year, and just got there Tuesday. Didn't even know the cadence. Couldn't even say, down, he couldn't even say that. You know what I'm saying? And he beats the Falcons. And he beats the Falcons on the game-winning drive, and they win. The Falcons lose. So I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh, the Falcons are in trouble. The Falcons are trash, right? Trash. So I'm sitting here watching this, and it dawns on me. I said, oh, all Bo picks have lost. And I looked at my wife and said, oh, no. He picked the Cowboys. Oh, God, no. The Bo picked the Cowboys. Why did Bo pick the Cowboys? I said, oh, God, he picked the Cowboys. And I instantly go check on my Facebook page. Go look at my social media. I instantly go to my social media, and I said, oh. He said Antonio said the Falcons. I don't know. Antonio said the I didn't say it. Antonio said it. The Falcons. He said the fucking Falcons suck, bro. That's true. I can't. Antonio, hey, I've been trying to tell them from the beginning of the year they should go ahead and pack the season in. And after they won a couple of games, they're like, oh, we back, baby. We about to get it. I'm like, man, listen, y'all need to pack it in so y'all can get a top quarterback next year. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you paying Taylor Heineke $10 million, oh yeah, we knew that. We'll talk about the Falcons later. We'll talk about it. I got a whole thing about the Falcons. We'll talk about the Falcons. Give me a little bit. Let me finish my Dallas thing, okay? And we'll get to the Falcons in 1 second. So I'm watching them lose. And if you go on my Facebook page, I said, oh, snap. If you go look at my Facebook page, I said, oh, snap. I said, oh, no. I said, oh, no. Oh, no. I said, no. I said, Bo picked the Cowboys. No, not the Cowboys. I said, Bo picked the Cowboys. Why? Why, Bo? I said, oh, no. Bo picked the Cowboys. I said, why? Why, Bo? Why? He picked the Cowboys. And I was like, why did Bo pick the Cowboys? And you go look at my page. You can look at my page right now. You will see. I said, oh, no. All Bo's picks is lost. The last thing I need to do is to pick the Cowboys. I said, oh, maybe. And I was praying. I was like, oh, maybe my positive energy, maybe all the fact that I won up my picks can outdo this travesty, outdo all the bad luck Bo brought to my teams that he brought to all his teams this week with all the bad picks that he chose this week. I said, Lord, please let my positivity get overruled Bo, right? I said, please, Jesus, let my positivity overrule Bo's picks, right? So I'm talking and I'm going in. I was like, why, Bo? Why? Right? So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the game. And I'm seeing Dak's back there wheeling and dealing, throwing that thing, putting it up to the tune of 374 yards and 3 TDs. And I'm seeing CeeDee Lamb catch the passes to the tune of 11 catches, 190. He almost had 200 yards, 191 yards. And I'm seeing my team going out there and balling uncontrollably. I'm seeing my team go out there and ball uncontrollably. I see Jake Ferguson, my young second-year tight end, get out there and score a touchdown, 7 catches for 91 yards. I see Jalen Tolbert, my number 1 draft pick a couple of years ago that y'all got to pay attention to. Jalen Tolbert, y'all got to pay attention. Remember, he's a first-round draft pick that fell out of favor at his rookie year. So I think this is his 3rd year, maybe his 3rd or 2nd year. This is 3rd year. And he came in, 3 big catches and a touchdown. Played great. I said, okay, here we go. I saw Kevontae Turpin taking the punt returns and do it. Now, that last punt, Kevontae, I could have kicked you because you didn't catch it. You should have caught it in the mouth. I saw Kevontae get the catch, and I saw Kevontae catch the 2nd touchdown for the 2nd week in a row. I'm like, okay, we out here doing the thing. I saw Michael Gallup drop passes. What's going on with you, Michael Gallup? Michael Gallup, I think we need to trade you. You need it. I really feel like right now, that's why we went and signed. I don't know if y'all heard the news. That's why we went and signed the former Steeler wide receiver. We'll talk about it a little bit later. That's why we went and find the former Steeler wide receiver this week to play on the other side. Bennett? I think his name. I think it's Martavis Bennett. Now, Martavis Bennett, the wide receiver that got kicked out of the league by the NFL because he kept doing stupid stuff. Martavis Bennett, we just signed him this weekend, and he's on our practice squad. That's why they brought him in, because I haven't seen Cooks, and Gallup. Y'all been nowhere to be found. Cooks, you had a couple of good games, and we didn't see you none last game, and that's bad, because that's a big game. But that still pulls out 374 yards, touchdown. He outplays Jalen Hurts, right? He outplays Jalen Hurts, who had a pedestrian. He was 17 for 23, 207 yards. We kind of shut down the rushing a little bit. Did good shutting down the rushing attack. Nobody went over 100 yards. Man, we're playing well. We're up at halftime, 17-14. We go up at halftime, 17. We should have been up 24, but that's all right. It's neither here nor there. And then all of a sudden, that 3rd quarter rolls around. And in that 3rd quarter, the curse of Bo. In that 3rd quarter, it happens. It happens in that 3rd quarter. The curse of Bo happens. The Bo picks, the curse of Bo picks this week happens. And Philly goes on a 14-0 run in the 3rd quarter. And I'm like, okay, all right, so okay. All right, we're going to be okay. We're gonna come back. We're gonna win it. We come back down. We score a touchdown. We get ready. No, we kick a field goal. Come down, kick another field goal. We get ready. We get score a touchdown. Guess what? Nah, he didn't score. He didn't score. So we're going for a 4th down. Oh, we don't get it. Where are we going? The referees missed an obvious pass. They said that the tight end, the catch that he made it at the goal line that he didn't make. Come to find out, it was a pass interference. Pass interference to begin with, and our rookie tight end didn't get his arms on and to score the touchdown. But it should have been a pass interference. So it should have been 1st and goal. But that was 4th down, turnover downs. Philly gets the ball. We get the ball back. We go down. Zach leads us down. He's willing and dealing again. He goes. We score a touchdown. Tolbert catches a touchdown to Dak scramble. I told you Dak used his legs. We'll be all right. Dak started to look like old Dak, the younger Dak, the Dak that we all believed in. Score a touchdown. Then we get ready. We do the 2-point conversion. Dak's running. He's running. He's scrambling. And we get the 2. Boom. All right. We only down by a field goal. But no. That toe touches. Goes out of bounds. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. So we get ready to go down again. We hold them. And now Philly made a huge mistake. Now we gotta say this. I told Anthony Smith, shout out to Anthony Smith, the Philadelphia Eagles fan that actually won the Call Show to gloat that he won. You know, Anthony Smith called and he said, Anthony Smith called in and he said, man, I said, Anthony, now y'all had a crazy play when was it Stefanski? Your coach Stefanski. Now y'all know Philly. I told y'all Dallas did a good job. I think they had like a couple of first 4th and 1s that they went for on the 30-yard line. That's crazy. On their 30, not the other opponent's teams on their own 30. Stefanski calls a dumb play because you had 3rd and 4. I think it was 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 3, and you throw a bomb. I'm like, oh, they just run the ball. Then they're going to do the Philly shove or whatever it's called, the brotherly shove. Or I like the tush push when we talk about Philly. That just sounds so appropriate to me. Tush push in Philly. I like the tush. So the tush push, let it be the tush push. The tush push. The Philly, hey, they read the Philadelphia tush push. Tush push. They had the tush push. Right? They had the Philly tush push. The Philly tush push. They try to make it sound hard. The brotherly shove. Let's stop it. It's the tush push. They had the tush push. They didn't do it. He threw a bomb, and it's 4-3. We get the ball back. I said, okay, we're going to win. We got this. We got this. Couple of incomplete passes, couple of sacks later, we lose. Oh, God. We try to get in the red zone, and we still lose. I was like, Bo, I can't believe it. That's like, kid, who do you blame? Bo Brown. Who are you mad at? Are you mad at that? No, he balled. He had 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. Outplayed Jalen Hurts. Are you mad at the offensive line? No, I mean, we do need a running game. I thought we could have went and trade for Henry from Tennessee. Now, we would have got Henry, man. It would have been a problem. And I said at the beginning of the year, the Pollard would have a hard time carrying the load. He's more of a scat back. You give him explosive plays. And even now, he'll be the whole game, he'll be shut down. And every now and then, he had his little scat back plays where he get 15, 20 yards and he get a first down. Right? But I said, man, if we get there, Henry from Tennessee, oh, it's a problem. With our offensive line, it's a problem. Still on the right side, we gotta change that. He killed us. Right? He said, "Love my brother." That's my co-host. That's our co-host. That's our brother. And I love bro. He's a good guy. He's a still guy. He's very knowledgeable of sports. He's very knowledgeable he's very knowledgeable of sports. He's a really good guy. And that's my co-host. That's my brother. And I appreciate him. But he jinxed my team. We were doing all right. That's it. So I think Bo has us going to the Super Bowl. I gotta get him to change his Super Bowl pick. I think he picked that to go Super Bowl. I need to change that Super Bowl pick because I can't have that going. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real fan. You know, we actually be fitting down like, okay, what happened? We dominated the game. Now, I will say this, and I'm not making excuses. Yes, I am. I am making excuses. But you can decide whether this excuse is valid or not, right? You can decide this excuse is valid or not. I would say the referees made some horrible calls in this game. And I told Anthony, me and Anthony talked after the game. I hope Bo calls in so I can give it to him while he's on the air. Anthony called in, and I appreciate Anthony for calling in. But I told Anthony, I said, you know what? Our Dallas Cowboy fans, we travel well. We travel well. We'll go take over state. Like when we was in LA, we were louder than the Chargers fans, right? We were way louder than Chargers fans. Anywhere we travel very well. We travel super well. But we know that we're loud. We're very adamant and loud. Except in Philadelphia. hear no Cowboys. You don't hear no Cowboys fans in Philadelphia. You hear no Cowboys fans. I didn't hear "Let's Go Cowboys" or anything in Philadelphia. Even when we was with it, I didn't hear "Let's Go Cowboys." I didn't hear none of that. Not in Philly, right? And I think Philly has given themselves the a stigma of having a home field advantage where their fans are crazy and they might kill you. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about when you talk about Philadelphia Eagles, they crazy. You know what I'm saying? They will hurt you. They cheered when Michael Irvin had the neck injury. They cheered for that. They snowballed Santa Claus. How you snowball Santa Claus? Santa Claus brings gifts to the kids. Oh, Christmas, they snowball Santa Claus, right? This is the type of people that we're talking about. And I think the referees know that if they wanted, they used to have a jail, and then like Bo said last time, they used to have a jail in the stadium. They don't have it anymore. In the new stadium, they upgraded and got rid of the jail cell, but they used to have a jail in the stadium because their fans are so rowdy. And I think the referees know this. Because Dallas didn't get hardly any calls. Any calls. And we went back and saw we went back and watched the tape. It was a personal foul on Dak on the sack that they got. That was a personal foul. He got hit to the face. It was a hands to the face. When the ref picked up the flag after calling the hands to the face off the line, he picked up the flag and so no foul. I was like, how's it? He's a hand to the commentator. And what I hate about the stations, because the stations is in partnership with the league. Sometimes, like every now and then, I like Troy Aikman, because Troy Aikman kind of calls it fair. So he's a little partial a lot. He's partial to certain things. But sometimes they rush through something. And the commentator caught that. He said, yeah, that definitely was a hands to the face. I don't know why they put up the flag. You know what I'm saying? That was a hit to the damage. I don't know why they rushed through it. They want to show it twice, but that's definitely what it is. But it was a hard, I think a lot of the calls went against Dallas, and I think that's because Philly has an essential home field advantage. Home field advantage. Home field advantage. They wouldn't have made that call. No. They would not have made that call in Dallas, Antonio. Not at all. 0%. 0%. 0%. They wouldn't have made that call in Dallas. We definitely would have got there. So I did. It was a great game. I gave Philly their props and I'm trying to hit the ball and see where he is. He probably let me see. Trying to hit him up, see where and say, hey, the fans are waiting on you. It was a great game. It was a good game, great game. And I think that at the end of the day, in all seriousness, I do give Bo a hard time about his picks and everything. I want to call it. I think he called it. I do give him a hard time about his picks and everything. But Philly won. We'll give it to him. But I told you last week, we're not scared of them boys. We're not scared. All these people, my question is this. If you guys say Philly is the best team in the league, which is everybody's trying to say right now, they have the best record in the league, the best team in the league, and they barely skate by and beat the Cowboys, where a lot of people feel like the Cowboys should have won, and we have a pretty good doggone good record ourselves. Because you got to remember, San Francisco is not even number one in their own division. They're tied with Seattle. But some kind of way, we're supposed to, as Cowboys fans, we're supposed to give up on our team because we lost to the Eagles. Or we lost to the 49ers early. That's not what we're doing. We lost, and I'm disappointed that we lost. We should have won. And this is the second game we should have won. We should really be, what are we, 5-3? We should really be 7-1. Right? We should be 7-1. But it is. And John Weber says, oh my God, yeah, you guys are so mean. Yeah. I figured out what the issue is with people in the Cowboys fans. We're such great fans. We're such great fans that you guys are jealous. Like you know what I'm saying? You guys are, and we always have a competitive team. It's very seldom you see the Cowboys be like, oh, they're just sorry. We're such good. John Woodbury, what's your team? Who's your team? Oh, hey, why'd you say something like Kansas City? What'd you say, John Woodbury? Don't say the Falcons. I mean, we'll talk about the Falcons in a second. But I get why y'all hate the Cowboys so much. Y'all hate it because we're great fans. We're one of the top fans. We're one of the top fan bases. We are the top, not one of. We are the top fan base in America. And what people, he said the New England Patriots. Who is that? I've never, since Tom Brady left, I ain't never heard of them before. Who's the New England Patriots? Never heard of them. They still got a team? Wait a minute. Antonio said the New England Patriots. New England Patriots. Who was that? I never heard it. Like, New England Patriots had a team. I thought the New England Patriots team, I thought the organization shut down when Tom Brady left. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady went to Tampa. The New England Patriots was like, where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? The New England Patriots, are you kidding me? Is that what you just brought up, the New England Patriots? Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. You know, but you know, oh my, have they won a game this year? Well, how many games did the New England won this year? 2, 3? You know, they got a quarterback. Oh, Matt Jones. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't believe you said that. And so you said the New England. You said you a Patriots fan, Antonio? Boy, that's tough. That's tough, man. That's really, really tough. That's tough, Antonio. You're a Patriots fan. That's tough, brother. I pray for you, man. You know what I'm saying? You have my sincere prayers and apologies for you being a Patriots fan, because I couldn't do that. You know. Hey, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. Like, after Tom left, y'all, hey, I would have jumped off. Hey, I'm a loyal fan, but after Tom left, I would have jumped all the way off that bandwagon. Like, y'all talking about Dallas fans being delusional. New England Patriots fans, y'all definitely delusional after Tom left. Y'all shouldn't even be a fan base no more. You know what I'm saying? Your whole fan base should have packed it up. Tom left, I'm going with Tom. I'm going to Tampa Bay fan. You know, I don't know what the New England Patriots thinking right now. But the Cowboys lost. It was a big loss. And all the fun, having fun with Bo. And he knew I was going to give him a hard time. I told Bo, I said, hey, don't pinch you, baby, man. We're going to bring it back up this week. I told him, I let him know we're going to bring it back up this week. And I'm sure he'll give me that same heat when I have a bad week of picking games like he did. I'm positive that he's going to give me that same energy. But, you know, I'm rarely going to have those weeks because I ain't no football. I ain't no football. I ain't no sports. There's a couple things I know. I know football. I've been playing this since I was a child. I know football. I coach football. Coached it. I ain't no basketball. Coached it too. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I really think it was a good game. Great game. Congratulations to the Tush Push boys. Philly Tush Push. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all had a great game, but it's on the sand, December 10th. Everybody write that down. December 10th. And I'm bringing Anthony. Man, Anthony may live stream or do something. We're thinking about doing some type of live stream during that game on December 10th because they play in Jerry's World. You know what I'm saying? They play in Jerry's World, so we might live stream and do something in that on December 10th. So y'all look up to that. But it was a great game and it was a good game. And we come back. We're going to talk a little NBA. I got a take that's not going to be popular. But I want everybody to be a part of it. I gotta take about the next big star in the NBA, Victor Wembey. And I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with Victor Wembey that nobody else is willing to tell you guys. We could do that. Coming right back, right here on the Unnamed Sports Show. Let's go.
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept you're like a focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find a me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Talking about us. B.I.G. walking in God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good. Show me the list. Show me the list. Show me the list. Hey. Everybody talk about they the best. We the best, yes. Everybody talking about they talking about us. B.I.G. walking in God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good. Talking about us, B.I.G. walking in God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good. Show me the list, show me the list, show me the list. Hey. Everybody talking about they the best, we the best, yes. Everybody talking about us, B.I.G. walking in God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good.
Welcome back. Okay. All right, welcome back to the Unnamed Sports Show. I'm your host, KDJ. We're back. And I want to talk a little basketball with you guys. Now, if you guys have not been paying attention to the NBA, it's been a great season. And we're going to talk about LeBron a little bit, too, also in this. So we'll switch up and talk about LeBron in a second. But I want to talk about the new big star in the NBA. And his name is, when I say big star, that's not a understatement. Oh Lord! Antonio says Antonio fan too. Oh Lord, y'all got some problems. All right, so the Victor Wembey is the new superstar in the NBA. 7'4", 7'4" inches, 2.2 meters long. Man, he's tied with Boban Marjanovic as one of the tallest active players in the NBA. And we'll talk about Victor Wembanyama. He's 7'4", one handles, can shoot the three, can get out, can defend on the wing, great foot, and he's only 19 years old. 19 years old. And he is taking the lead by storm, but he currently plays for the San Antonio Spurs. And while he's shown glimpses being a superstar, including last week having a 38-point, 10-rebound double-double. So far this season, and he's having a good season. So far he's averaging 19 and 8 with 4 assists, 2 blocks, a couple of steals. Man, he's having a fantastic season so far. Fantastic season, right? And I think you have to really, really, really look at what he's doing so far this year and really, really be super. Let me make sure I got those stats right. He's averaging 19 points. He's almost averaging a double, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Let's make sure we got the stats right. Okay, yeah. So far, he's averaging for the season. He's averaging 19 points, shooting 46% from the field, 32% from three. He's averaging 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and almost 3 blocks, 2.6 blocks. Okay, so he's having a fantastic season. But the Spurs have only our record right now is 3-4. So they're not having a great season, even though they have this once in a lifetime talent. And right now, they're playing the New York Knicks, and they get beat by the Knicks. Oh God, who also has that issue. 3-4. I don't know if y'all heard about the article that was written about New York having mutiny. There's been a split in the locker room between Julius Randle's crew and Brunson's crew, so that's crazy. But the sale terms is 3-4. And one of the big issues that I think we're gonna have, and Victor Wembanyama is having that no one really wants to talk about, is this. Hold on. They just got, hopefully my brother coming on. All right, he said it'd be in a couple minutes. One of the big issues that we're having with that situation is this. And nobody wants to say this, and I'm gonna say it. Y'all gonna get mad at me saying it, but it's the truth. It is the truth, and you guys gonna get mad at me for saying it. One of the big issues with Victor Wembanyama, and one of the problems that San Antonio has, is Greg Popovich. Give it to me again. Yeah, I hope you heard what I said. Let me say it again. One of the big issues with Victor Wembanyama, and one of the issues that the Spurs are having with Victor Wembanyama, is Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich is a problem. And I know he's a Hall of Fame coach. I know he's a great coach. And I know he has championships. 4 to be exact. 4 championships. He had with Timmy, Ginobili and Parker. But guys, I hate to say it. The issue with Victor, and why I think Victor is going to eventually leave San Antonio, is Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich right now is, and I understand. I get why you hear the NBA, you hear everybody talk about how he's a great coach and how he's one of the best coaches of all time, and how he's a great teacher, how he has a culture in San Antonio, how all these things happen, right? How all this, right? And even the players, who I think will be a hypocrite, and I'll tell you in a second why. Even the players will be like, Greg Popovich. And I said when Victor Wembanyama was drafted by the San Antonio Spurs, and I said it before it. I posted, I said, San Antonio needs to get rid of Greg Popovich. I understand he's done a lot for your franchise. He's done a lot for the organization. And 4 titles, I do feel like you should have a long leeway. But let's be honest. All these players and all these people talk about how great a coach Greg Popovich is, especially the players. Hey, they're not going to San Antonio. Y'all can say Popovich is a great coach. And I don't disagree. I don't want Charles Barkley calling me an idiot. Oh, this idiot. Y'all listen to these idiots. They never play. No, Charles, you're right. He's a great coach. Fantastic coach. But, Charles, I'll ask you a question. They got 5 rings. They got 5 rings. It's 5 rings. Okay, 5 rings. So I'll ask you a question, Charles. I asked you a question. All right. Yeah, they got 5 championships. 5 championships. Okay. All right. They won in 99, 2003, 2005, 2007, 2014. But since 2014, you're talking about a 8-9 year span that they've been average at best. And since Tim retired, since Ginobili left, since Parker's gone, I got a question for you, Spurs, for everybody that talks about how great a coach Greg Popovich is. I got a question for you guys. What free agent has wanted to sign with San Antonio? I hear people say it's the city, but I hear people saying this, man, that. Let me ask you a better question. Before Wembey, what players have Greg Popovich drafted that we thought were going to change the culture in San Antonio? What draft picks for Greg Popovich can we look and say, oh, these are great draft picks? Oh man, that's a bit that you can build your team around. All right? Until Victor Wembey. How many? I tell you said 0. Before Victor, how many can you build your team around, Greg? How many draft picks? How many major free agents? When we talk about LeBron leaving Cleveland, when we talked about Kawhi, who got away from Greg Popovich. When we talk about Paul George being a free agent, we talk about free agents, people signing. How many did you ever hear San Antonio is a likely destination? I'll wait. I'll wait. 0. You never hear somebody say, hey, man, you're free agent. Where do you think you're going? I think I'm going to play for Greg Popovich. I'm going to play for Pop. 0 players are saying that. Zero players are saying that. Right? 0. None. I haven't seen any player say, I want to go play for Pop. So all these players is going, Draymond Green, LeBron, or before y'all even start running that gap about, oh, you can't talk about Greg Popovich. He's a great coach. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, before y'all start even running that, none of you guys have wanted to go and play for him. Well, it's San Antonio. Man, stop. You played in Cleveland. Dwayne Wade, you got Dwayne Wade to come to Cleveland. The problem with San Antonio and the problem with Victor Wembanyama, you can see it. You can even see it now. The problem with Victor Wembanyama and the issue with San Antonio is, will Greg Popovich be able to conform? Will he be able to change his coaching style? Because if Greg Popovich is not able to change or conform, Victor Wembanyama is going to do like Kawhi Leonard. He's going to leave. Kawhi left, listen, man. Kawhi left San Antonio and went to Toronto. Now, I know this is hard for some of y'all. I know y'all, this is different. Listen to me now. I'm telling you, at 8:07 on Wednesday, November the 8th, Greg Popovich is problematic. And when I see, even now, when I see Victor Wembanyama, who is an amazing talent, and I see how Greg runs the team around him, I'm like, oh, I see why now nobody wants to play with him. I haven't heard KD say, hey, man, trade me to the Spurs. Kyrie said, hey, trade me to the Spurs. Well, my destination is San Antonio Spurs. I ain't seen that. I ain't heard that. I ain't seen the news. Maybe I'm wrong. But any big free agent, I haven't heard any big free agent say, take me to the Spurs. And the Spurs, let's be honest, before Victor Wembanyama got the Spurs were unwatchable. I almost want to watch WNBA. Nah, I ain't that bad, but close. I'd rather watch college women's basketball than watch the Spurs play. And speaking of college basketball, Angel Reese, I told y'all about Angel Reese. Y'all didn't want to hear it. Y'all didn't want to hear what I had to say. I told you next year, y'all weren't going to hear about Angel Reese that much. Y'all ain't want to hear what I had to say. You know Angel Reese still lost, right? And Caitlin is still out of Caitlin. Caitlin got hurt. Caitlin not that balling. But I would rather watch WNBA before Victor got there to watch San Antonio Spurs. Pop has developed a culture, and it's good. And it may be good for him to keep him humble and keep his work ethic and keep his head down so he can grind. But as soon as he gets out of this rookie contract, and even though they may even be able to offer him a max contract, Victor is out of there. Unless he got some Giannis Antetokounmpo. Unless he got some brothers or cousins that want to play. He put a Giannis and he bring his brothers and cousins on the team. He be like, yeah, I stay in Milwaukee if y'all bring my cousin and brother and everybody else to play on the team with me. Brothers play your team. Well, hey, I stay on your team. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got some family that need to be that need citizenship in the United States and Spurs put them on the basketball team, yeah, then he might stay in San Antonio. But other than that, he's out of there. And it's after these press conferences, you can even kind of see the frustration because he's not used to losing. Somebody said Tim Duncan needs to coach San Antonio. He's not used to losing. The huge problem with Wembanyama, with Wembey, is the Spurs. It's Pop. And I love Pop. I'll tell you, Pop is my dad's favorite. My dad's recipe. That was his favorite coach. San Antonio was his team and his favorite coach. And I kept saying, hey, my dad talked about the system and playing as a team and all that stuff. I'm like, that's good. No, let's go. They do. They play as a system. They play as a team. But listen, I can't even say he's coaching very well right now. Why do you say that, King? Because if you look at Victor Wembanyama's stats, let's go back and look at the stats. Let me show you something. Then, so this Bo's supposed to be coming on, looking out for my brother Bo coming on to ask his questions talk about Miami. Let's look at Victor Wembanyama's stats. Victor Wembanyama this year has only played more than 30 minutes out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 7 games, he's only played more than 30 minutes 3 times. Out of 7 games, Victor Wembanyama, the 19-year-old, 7'4", has only played more than 30 minutes 3 times. 3 times. He's played more than 30 minutes 3 times. All right? 3 times. 3 times. Now think about that. 19-year-old, 3 times. He's averaging under 30 minutes a game. He's averaging 28.9 minutes a game. And he's averaging 19 points, of 46% shooting, 8 rebounds, and less than 30 minutes a game. The one time he played over 35 minutes, right? He had 29, 4, and 5. Okay? When he played over 34 minutes, listen to me now. When he played over 34 minutes, he had 38, 10, 2, and 2. That was a great game against Kevin Durant and the Suns. The next time he played over 30 minutes, he went 21, 12, and 3 with 3 blocks. He's a rookie. He needs to get used to the NBA game. Another thing I've seen, and if we can go, as soon as Bo gets on, we're going to go to the next topic. So the problem isn't he can ball. He can ball. And trust me, the NBA is completely behind him, being the face of the league. He can ball. Right? Good looking kid, pause. Likeable, mannerable, clean cut. He can ball. He's serious about the game. Studies the game, ain't scared to take the shot in the clutch. He can ball. But the issue is going to be Pop. Anytime, listen, I told you I coached the game. I've been on the great coaches. I work with great coaches. Anytime you're big, blocks a shot, and runs the floor, what's the thing they say do? Do it to him. Reward him. You're down and you don't run any plays for him? He's in the block like this, and the other player's hand is like this, right? He's like this. The other player's hand is like this, right? He's got his hand up. Hey, pass it the ball. It's way up here. The other player's hand is way down here. And they'll throw they reverse rotate the ball. What made Victor special over in the France? And he may get some turnovers, but it's the fact that he can dribble, he can take you off the dribble, he can pull, he is athletic, he can take 2 steps. We see it 3-4 times, 2 steps from the 3-point line, he's dunking. One guy, he did a Euro step, and he was like at the free throw line and dunked it. You running a fast break, and he's getting it. He's head down, running hard, the fast break, and you don't pass him the ball? Y'all heard about when Russell Westbrook went to Washington with the Wizards, and they had the guy that plays with the Suns now. What's his name? I cannot believe I just had a brain freeze that quick. Bradley Beal, right? They had Bradley Beal. Russell Westbrook went down to the Suns, and they had Bradley Beal. When they went out, had Bradley Beal, and Russell, the team was practicing. During practice, the guys was running up and down the court, and they never let Bradley Beal touch the ball. Russell Westbrook stopped the practice. He said, hey, he's our best player. There's no way we should go up and down the court and he not touch the ball. There's no way that San Antonio brings the ball up the court and not run your plays to win beyond. He instantly puts pressures on the other team's defense. I was listening to Fox Sports. I was listening to another commentator at Fox Sports, and he's talking about how Wembey doesn't go. He's 7'5", and he won't punish the guys down low. He won't go down. That's a coaching thing. That's a coaching thing. It seems like the team, everybody else on the team is trying to get their stats, and then when they find out that they're going to lose or they have a chance to lose, they don't want to try to get the man the ball. No, give it to him early, let him get in the rhythm, and he'll get everybody else involved. He can throw, he can pass, he's tall enough to see out of the double team, get in the ball. That's bad coaching. And Papa's going to come and make some type of joke and be very charming, and he's going to make something to offset the fact that you're not coaching. Do I think Popovich can coach? Yes. Do I think he's a great coach? Without a doubt. But sometimes they get stuck in their own monotonous ways, and everything has to run their way, and he's not pulling a Steve Kerr, one of his understudies, and saying, okay, Steph, go shoot them 43 third. That's a bad shot. Swish. Oh, well, I guess Steph is just known for his bad shots. Say, go out there and do your thing, Steph. Go out there and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and have fun, Steph. It's a low step. Oh, you know what? Steph Curry can shoot him. Go out there and do it, Steph. Come on. Pop. You have a once-in-a-lifetime generational talent. He's 19. He's hungry. He's just a fun. Don't squeeze the energy and the life and the creativity out the kid. Stop. Don't try to put him in a mold of what you've seen before, because he's something that we've never seen. And Shaq had the most ridiculous take of all time. He's bold. No, he's not. All because Bo was taller, he could dribble between his legs a couple times. He doesn't have the same skill set. Having heart. Listen, y'all tell us every week, and it's contradictory because y'all tell us every week that every player in the NBA is talented. They're good enough to get to the NBA. Every player is good enough to get into the NBA. You gotta call somebody, call it in. It's a San Antonio fan. They're good enough to get into the NBA. But what happens? The issue with the Spurs, the issue that we have to watch it, y'all need to watch it very clearly. I'm going to be watching it very, very carefully. Even tonight, like I said tonight, they're losing. San Antonio's losing tonight. What's the score? Let's see what the score is. 38-19. I want to see. Let's look at the stats. 38-19. San Antonio right now is losing 38-19. Victor Wembey has played 10 minutes. He has 3 rebounds, 2 points. Jeremy Sochan has 5 points. 4-4-4. All right. So he's getting some time in. Now, if he keep playing, he might get 30 minutes tonight. And I guarantee you, that game will become, if they continue to play him, that game will become competitive. But come on, guys. issue with San Antonio Spurs is, man, they 1 for 6 to 3. That's coaching. Run a play, get rid of the down low, and say, hey, we're running it through you. You need to go on the block. We need you to get on the block. We want you to run the block for now. Get on the block. We're going to throw it down to you so we can get some easy buckets. They get off. Greg Popovich is just happy as Greg Popovich is the one that like Doug McDermott to go out there and shoot all type of threes. Doug McDermott will have more shots up than Victor Wembey. And you'd be like, what? He came off the bench. All right? You know, and I get it because he drafted those guys. Those guys he drafted. He has a love and take it to him. But you got to know, Greg. Coach Pop, you got to know, buddy. You got to know. We'll be back. We'll talk about what happened to the Falcons. Oh, y'all thought the Falcons. Y'all thought I was going to let that go? Oh, y'all done lost your mind. Falcons, what happened? We're talking about the Falcons giving up a great big old L coming back right here on the Unnamed Sport. Greg, get yourself together, Greg. You gotta watch the generation talent. He might be better than Timmy. I ain't gonna say Timmy was one of the greatest power forwards of all time. Because so you gotta reach to get Timmy. But you got one of them guys, Greg. Let's go. We'll be right back, right here. Unnamed Sports Show. King Joe. Peace.
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept you like a focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Yeah, I hit you over there. Promise now.
Everybody talking about they the best. Everybody talking, but they talking about us. BRG walking the God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good. Show me the list. Hey. Everybody talking about they the best. They the best, yes. Everybody talking, but they talking about us. BRG walking the God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good. Talking about us, BRG walking the God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good. Show me the list. Hey. Everybody talking about they the best. They the best, yes. Everybody talking, but they talking about us. BRG walking the God we trust. As long as our name is in the book, we good.
welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna do it. Oh yeah. We were. Now, if you guys missed, the if you guys missed the game Sunday, now we gotta talk about this. We really gotta talk about this game that happened Sunday, right? And you guys, all right. So what happened Sunday with the Falcons was unbelievable. Okay. And if you guys that don't know what happened with the Falcons, because I heard all the Falcons fans, I heard TT and different ones talking about how the players and all that was doing everything that they supposed to be doing, and none of them showed up, you know what I'm saying? And, Cowboys shouldn't be talking because they beat the Falcons fans and all that other stuff, right? The graphic is really dead. Oh my god! All right, the graphic is crazy. The dirty turds. All right, so at the end of the way, so let's start here. I tried to tell you guys that the Falcons had an issue. The Atlanta Falcons had an issue a while ago. I tried to tell you guys the Falcons had a problem, and when I found out that their coach, Arthur Smith, is son of a billionaire. Arthur Smith, the son of that is the son of Liam Smith, who's well, no, I mean Arthur Smith is Liam Smith, but I found out the coach, Liam Smith, is Arthur Smith's son. Arthur Smith's dad is billionaire Frederick W. Smith, who founded FedEx. I said, "Ooh, that's a problem." And I said, wait a minute. He founded FedEx. I said, wait a minute, that's a problem. And all the Falcons fans, oh, that's bad. That's old news. You should be breaking that up, King. You should be talking about that. And I'm like, y'all don't think that's problematic? How's that problem, King? Because FedEx and Home Depot, who Arthur Blank was the owner of, has a great relationship. They had to, because this is, Home Depot uses FedEx and FedEx uses Home Depot. They had a great relationship. And you don't think that played a part? Now, y'all know Arthur Smith partly got his his start in the NFL coach, with the former Redskins commanders that actually played at FedEx Field. Actually played with FedEx Field. They actually played at FedEx Field. I had to leave him. I think he went to Tennessee and became the offensive coordinator in Tennessee. And then he gets a job at Atlanta, the Falcons. Now, people didn't want me to talk about it. It was like, oh, what they got to be? They ain't been, we've been on that. That's been the thing. We've been through that. And I'm like, no, I didn't know that. If I was a Falcons fan, I'd probably have a problem with it. They ain't nothing but, taking advantage of his friendship to give him a lead coaching job. Oh, no, this is our year, man. We're going to have a good year. It's going to be a bounce spot year. We're going to win some games this year. We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to win the NFC. I heard somebody say y'all going to win the NFC South. Which y'all still may. Because the South is weak. The NFC South is super, super weak. Super weak. The NFC South is horrific. It really, the NFC South is like one of the worst divisions in football. The Saints is the number one in the NFC South at 5-4. Followed by the Falcons who 4-5 losers. And then the Buccaneers 3-5, who has Baker Mayfield as their head quarterback. And then you got the Panthers, who got a rookie at their head quarterback. You got the NFC South is one of the worst divisions in football. And when you see the Falcons and how they played Sunday, and the breakdown of what happened Sunday, y'all knew I was going to talk about this, especially after y'all celebrated my Cowboys losing. Especially after y'all jumped on and said, oh, the Cowboys lost. Oh, you should have been talking about the Falcons. I was like, wait. It's a little difference. It's a little difference there. A little difference there, TT. TTs. TT well, tear stuff. It's a little different. A little different there. Because the Cowboys, we lost to Philadelphia Eagles, and we should have beat them. You guys lost to the Minnesota Vikings. And one of the player of the week nominees that wasn't even on the team. How that happened, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I do know. It's the Falcons. So before the Falcons fans get out here and start talking all delusional and start laughing at my my Dallas Cowboys, we're gonna talk about how you guys lost to a journeyman quarterback that just got on the team last week. You know, we're going to talk about how you guys lost to a quarterback that didn't even know the plays. You lost. You listen now. You guys have lost. Listen. You guys have lost five of your last at the 2-0 start. Right? At the 2-0 start now. After you guys started 2-0. You guys lost 5 of your last 7 games. Yeah, I got that. I think my brother's coming in. You guys lost a few of your games. And Falcons, I'm sorry, Falcons. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Falcons, that you yeah. I'm sorry, but you lost last 5 of your 7 games. Now, speaking of people who had a losing weekend last week, let me bring in my co-host to I didn't think he was gonna show. I got bad props for him showing up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really thinking about the Cowboys lost, and I ain't even thinking about showing up. But he showed up. I appreciate him showing up. Hey, give it up for my co-host, the great man, the young man, the living legend himself, football. He's football analyst. None other than my man Bo Brown. What's up, my guy? What's going on?
What's up, King? How we doing, buddy? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I'm late. Few technical difficulties on my side. Got in a little later from work today. Had to get my son situated. But we're here, we're there. Everything is squared away. I'm sorry I'm late. Let's get to it. Where are we at?
We're talking about the dirty turds. The dirty birds. All right, we're talking about the dirty turds, and because I've been giving you the business the whole show, Bo. I know that text you hit you with. I know that text you told you they can't even give you the business. I've been giving you the business from the beginning to the end on how you jinx my Cowboys. I can't believe you got on blue today. That's even worse. That's just adds fuel to the fire that I see you in blue and white. That adds fuel to the fire that how you jinx my Cowboys so bad. It's ridiculous. But we're talking about the Falcons and how bad the Falcons lost to and we're gonna get to your Miami right after this. We're gonna get to Miami right after this. I've been holding on to the Miami thing just for you, right? The last segments of the show, the Miami, Baltimore, and the Kansas City Dolphins. I've been saving those just for you. Now, but listen, the Falcons had the audacity and the temerity to talk about my Cowboys losing, and I wanted to know how could they speak about my Cowboys losing when they lost to a quarterback that hadn't even been in the team to know the cadence. He didn't even know the cadence of the game. You lose to Joshua Dobbs, who didn't even know the cadence. He didn't know the plays. They were literally telling him how to run the plays on the sideline. And you lose to them. But then we have, you lose to that. And yeah, that's the thing about my Cowboys who lost to one of the top teams in the NFL. How you feel about that, Bo? Go ahead.
All right, so when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons, let me just say this. I've got a lot of family members and a lot of cohorts and friends who love the Atlanta Falcons. But
I don't know why.
But that does not take away from me telling the truth about the football team.
Okay. I don't know why. Go ahead, Bo. I'm sorry.
Atlanta Falcons, you lost to a team where quarterback did not know the plays. He, like you said, had been there long enough to even understand the cadence, don't even know the players' names.
No.
And he go out there and win a game on the road in Atlanta. I got an issue with that from a lot of different angles. First thing I got to say is that the head coach for Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Smith, shame on you. There's no way you should lose. There's no way you should lose a game to a third string quarterback who just got picked up and don't even know the people on the team names. So that tells me that you don't have your team prepared. That's bad. That's very bad. But I will say this. One thing about Atlanta that they do have on their side, they have a lot of young players who have a lot of upside to them. Now, I'm not so sure about the coaching staff. I don't think they got upside, but I think the players got upside, and I think they need the correct coach in Atlanta to lead them in the right direction. I've been saying it for the longest. I can't say it enough. The Atlanta Falcons does not need to be playing inside in a dome. They need to be out the door on natural grass. If you can play out the door on natural grass in Green Bay, you certainly could play it in Atlanta. It's better for the players, their knees, their ankles, and their overall health. Atlanta, do like the Arizona Cardinals, have a dome, but put natural grass on the inside.
So you think it was so bad that you think it's so bad that it had to do with the field and everything, and the whole situation is played a part of the Blues in that game.
No, I don't. But I've been saying this for years about Atlanta and the turf. I think they should be out the door on natural grass. And what happens with that, King? If you don't go outdoors, at least put natural grass on the inside like the Arizona Cardinals, because you have two advantages then. If you make the playoffs one day and you're outside on natural grass, you're used to it because you play it inside of your dome. And if you make the playoffs and you have to go on the road and play in the dome, you're used to it because guess what? You play in the dome. Advantage Atlanta. Be smart, Atlanta. Make this happen for yourself. But as far as the loss with Joshua Dobbs compared to the Cowboys, I will say this. King, the Cowboys played a good game. If you take away from the guy falling,
wait, we cannot go to the Cowboys right now. Not right now. We're gonna have a whole segment. All right, I'm listening. Okay.
So if you're an Atlanta Falcon fan and you're saying that, hey, I got to throw heat at King because his team lost and so did mine, but you got to look at it. The Cowboys was on the road against the number one seed in the NFC team that hadn't lost but one game, a game that Dak played superb in, a game that they had multiple opportunities to win. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan compared to an Atlanta Falcons fan, you look at this and say, if you had to go to Minnesota, you probably get blown out by Joshua Dobbs. But if Dallas, which they will, when they host the Philadelphia Eagles, King, go ahead and ring the bell. Shots fired. You hear the Cowboys blow out the Eagles when they come to Dallas.
No, do not choose my team. No, I would not. No, do not choose my team, bro. Don't do it anymore. I told Anthony, I'm not letting him pick my team anymore this year. I'm super. I'm not superstitious, but I'm kind of superstitious. So I'm like, hey, if you choose a team, we can't choose them at the same time. Like,
I'll tell you what I did.
Okay.
I had a bad week, but I went 1-4. Ladies and gentlemen, I went 1-4 out of 5 bets. That was a bad week.
Wait a minute. All right, I gotta give you the horn for that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it takes a bit. I hope everybody heard it. I don't know if they heard it or not. We'll do it one more time just in case they didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? Go back to let's do it one more time just in case they didn't hear it. For the third time. Listen, my brother, it takes a big man to admit when your picks didn't go well, when it didn't go the way you thought they would go. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you going through and admitting to having a bad week, and and actually standing up. I didn't think you were coming on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think you were coming on here this week. I didn't think you were coming on. I said Bo's like I said Bo will still be up tonight. He's not coming on because he had. I gave him the business, and I knew you should have known I was gonna give you the business about the picks and everything. Because I said on the show and I said, "Are you serious?" Like me and my wife sat there and watched the show. And I got jokes because me and my wife sat there and watched the show last week, and I said, I went to the show. I said, listen, I said, man, because she's one of your biggest fans, right? I don't understand it, you know what I'm saying? she's my biggest fan. She's my biggest fan, right? But you know, for some reason, man, everybody talk about Bo. Bo, man, you like it. Bo is amazing, man. He's a good, right? And I was like, okay, it's no jealousy. You know what I'm saying? I'm very secure in who I am and what I do. But at the end of the day, I was just like, yo, they enjoy you. And I enjoy you. And I thank you for being on here. And I thank you for coming through here and doing what you do, man. Because without you, man, it would be hard. It's hard to do it. But it takes a big person, bro. I have to say this. It takes a very, very big person to come and apologize.
Apologize.
No, I thought you apologized. Did you say? I thought you apologized for your piece. You didn't apologize, though? No.
What I basically did was I owned up to it.
Okay. Oh, all right. That's better stuff. You're right. Owned your picks, and I appreciate you for knowing that. Because a lot of cats, I thought for sure you wasn't coming. I said, Bo ain't coming this week. He'll be back next week. I was getting ready to tell the people, hey, Bo will be here this week. He'll be back next week to do this and to do that. So I think it's a big person to come and to you said apologize is the wrong word. It's not apologize because you stand by your picks. What's the word I should use then, Bo? What's a good word?
Let's just say an opportunity to mend those statistical numbers that are in error.
I like that. I actually like that, Bo. That's dope. I love what you said there, man. That's all right. So all right. So I'm glad you came, and we're gonna give you an opportunity to mend those picks with your picks today. And like I said, man, I appreciate the fact that you came. So, all right, let's go ahead and get to it. You ready? All right, so
let's roll.
All right, so let's go ahead and we talked about the dirty turds. Okay, we did. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go now. Okay, Bo. What happened what happened with the rest of your games? Let's start with your boys. What happened?
Okay. All right, Miami.
With Miami.
So, Keith, I woke up, set the alarm. 9:00 Sunday morning. The game was over there in Frankfurt, Germany. Had an opportunity to see the AFC's crown jewel, Kansas City Chiefs, versus the AFC's up-and-coming team, which supposedly be the Miami Dolphins. However, when we get over there, we start playing. I noticed that Miami was kind of in a funk, but I will say this. If you really take a look at it, the thing that happened with Tyreek Hill in the fumble, I'm not so sure that was a fumble. I don't think Tyreek Hill never had possession of the football because it was a bang play. As soon as the ball got there, so was the defender. You never saw him with control of the ball. But I will say this. I blame the head coach for putting that scheme together. He sent 2 people out the block, 2 people. However, when Tyreek Hill had the ball coming his way, the ball came his way, and by the time he got there, he had nobody to block for him. You can't leave a man on the island like that. So that's on the coach.
I'm sorry, man. I was just tripping at the graphic all the time.
So we got an illumination of that.
That was not why I asked you to send the picture, though. I just thought that's hilarious to me. That's not why I sent you the picture. I got something special for you. All right, but listen, okay, all right, y'all stop it. We gotta stop it. We cannot do that to Bo. We said, Bo, we love Bo too much for that. All right, so we gotta stop it. Okay, all right. Take the graphic down. Okay. So you said Tyreek Hill happened, and now Tyreek was like you. Now Tyreek talked a lot of noise, a whole lot of noise about what he was going to do to Kansas City. He said he was going to get that work. Now, we all know what they're going to get that work comes from. That comes from the famous battle, rap battle with Loaded Lux when he was talking to Calico, and he was telling Calico, your boy about to get this work. You better get this work. So he went and did the famous rap battle line, they about to get this work, and he ended up getting work. You know what I'm saying? They ended up getting work. Go ahead.
I'm not a real big fan of football players that talk trash before the game, because when football players do that, it actually takes away from their concentration and makes bulletin board material for the other team, and it hypes them up, makes them a little bit more determined and more focused to go out and play a more perfect game. So those are the things that you don't do. If you notice, you could take a look at Barry Sanders, you could take a look at Gale Sayers, you could take a look at those type players, some of the best to ever score a touchdown. Those guys never spiked the football. They never gave bulletin board material, but they're the best to ever play at their positions, arguably. So, but when you take a look at someone like Tyreek, You can put him in that argument as somebody who's the best to ever play the game at his position, arguably. We all know who you are. We know what you're capable of. Go put the numbers up. Let them do the talking. Don't let Tyreek do the talking. Tyreek don't win the ball games. The numbers do.
Well, I think they were one of the first teams to hold Tyreek on the 100 yards this week. One of the few times he's been hit on the 100 yards. 8 receptions, 62 yards this year. The defense actually did a pretty good job. Patrick Mahomes still 20 for 30, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. He still didn't have that Mahomey type game that I was looking for Mahomey to have, right? He didn't have that Mahomey, but it was enough to get the win. But at the same time, the defense kind of stood the ground. But Tua Tagovailoa struggled this game. Only 1 touchdown, 21 for 34, 193 yards. Not a real big game. Do you think that it was a little bit jet lag also too? Could have been, you think? Because they woke up the second half than it was the first half.
That game too. I looked at a lot of different things from different angles, all the way across that game, King.
Mm-hmm.
It was a game of 2 halves. Kansas City scored 21-0 in the first half. They didn't score another point.
Right.
Miami didn't score at all in the first half, but they scored 2 touchdowns in the second half and had opportunities in the second half that they didn't capitalize in the fourth quarter at the 31-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa. I will say this about Tua, and it's not just all Tua's fault. Mm-hmm. I blame Matt Daniel for it too, because one route, they had a cornerback to come in on a blitz. He was out there covering Cedric Wilson out wide. He come in on a cornerback blitz. Right out the back, that's a hot route. You got to get the ball to the man. Instead, Cedric Wilson ran 20 yards downfield, a route right into the safety. Tua took a sack for a 9-yard loss. That's coaching. That's a hot route. Peyton Manning would have threw that ball out there to Marvin Harrison so fast, and he would have ran 15 yards. So That's an issue on McDaniel. The other thing I've noticed about Tua, when Tua gets into a tight situation, people are breathing on him. He has to step up. Tua seems to overthrow people a lot, and he seems to throw the ball behind the receivers a lot where they have to reach out and put one hand on it. That happened a lot in that ball game. That's the tape on Tua. You put pressure on him, he will get rid of the football. He can afford to have another concussion. If he does, the NFL may sit him down for the rest of the year and may force him to retire. So those are the underlying things that we don't know about the Miami Dolphins. But at the end of the day, it's up to Tua to make that throw up under pressure, which he has not performed against a winning team.
Well, let me ask you a question there. What can Miami do to get back to their winning ways? What can they do to get back to the numbers? And it seems like they're struggling really, really, really with good teams. Teams with winning records, they're struggling. Now, the lesser teams, they're able to pull out victories. But, the Giants, they'll blow them out. The Panthers, they blow them out. They lost to the Eagles, the Patriots, they beat them. Then they turn around and lose to the Chiefs. What can they do to beat some of the better teams in the NFL when it seems like they're struggling with some of the better teams in the NFL?
It's a small list of things that they can correct, King, that will actually catapult them to the top. However, people have to be confident to be able to listen to others and understand concepts. But when you're the head coach and you're also the offensive coordinator, it is very difficult to get somebody to get you to take a look from a different angle. This is the first thing they need to do. They're running too many plays east and west. The goalposts are north and south. Mm-hmm. So they're running a lot of motion. We're going up and down the field. Go up and down the field and stop throwing so many sling passes out to the left, to the right, and sending people in motion to the left, to the right. The goalposts are north and south. So this is the main thing that we should be doing as a Miami Dolphins. You've got the number one running NFL leading the league in rushing touchdowns, and Raheem Mostert averaging over four yards a carry. You've got A-Chain, a rookie. He's coming back. He was on pace to rush for like 1,500 yards. He is one of the best NFL rushing football teams. Run the football a little bit more. It's good to have your offense around Tyreek Hill. Spend too much of your offense around him because you got several playmakers on the team. And when you take the ball out of several playmakers' hands and just put it on one person, and when they're double teaming him, then mistakes are going to happen. So focus on Tyreek, but only when the opportunity arrives, and run the football with Mostert. And when A-Chain comes back, the Miami Dolphins can run. They can run on anybody in the NFL. I don't think they run the ball enough. In the fourth quarter, with 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go, they got the ball with 2 timeouts, along with the 2-minute warning to give them a third timeout. They ran 2 plays from their own 25. No, they ran 2 plays from their own 30-yard line. Raheem about 50 yards on 2 carries. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. King, he did not touch the ball no more. They put the ball in 2 hands. They ran 3 plays, all 3 plays incompletions. They called a timeout. And after they come back from the timeout, then they had the bad snap. Mostert didn't touch the ball anymore. You got a guy who got 12 rushes for 85 yards. You better believe I'm going to give him the football if he just ran 2 carries for 50 yards and we got timeouts left. Miami should run the football. That'll get them back to winning. Take the ball out of Tua's hands a little bit. He makes mistakes under pressure. You got a great running game. Utilize it.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Bo Brown coming up here, and he's talking about his team, Miami Dolphins, who had a disappointing outing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's talk about another pick. Another game for the week that was a tough game, which was the Baltimore Ravens against Seattle. I told you from the jump that I saw what I saw was going to happen. Like I knew. I told you, man. I just that's all I can say. I kind of told you to. I told you this was gonna happen. And I think I was pretty spot on with what I said was gonna happen in that game. Baltimore wins 37-3. Geno Smith, 13 for 28, 157, the interception. It pretty much went kind of how I thought it was gonna go. Baltimore dominates. I do think they didn't get Kenneth Walker, only 16 yards to shut down Kenny Walker. And then Jackson Smith Najigba had 6 receptions for 63 yards. So Baltimore came out the gate, scored a touchdown. Gus Edwards, 4-yard run. Then scored again. Gus Edwards on another 3-yard run. Then one of the greatest kickers of all time, Justin Tucker, 37-yard field goal. Then you had Justin Tucker kick a couple of more field goals. And then another touchdown by Keaton Mitchell with a 40-yard run. And then Odell Beckham Jr. had his first TD of the game. Now, 37, which led to a 37-3 Baltimore blowout of the Ravens blowout of Seattle. Tyler Huntley even got in and threw 5 for 7 for 38 and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, I think, solidified himself as an MVP candidate with this game. 21 of 26, only 186 yards rushing, but he came back and he did have 60 yards. Passing, 187 yards passing, 60 yards rushing, and his team wins big. Keaton Mitchell was the guy, 9 rushes, 138 yards, 1 touchdown. How you feel about that game, Bo?
Ladies and gentlemen, and the city of Bmore, let me say this, the city of Bmore.
Yeah, you definitely got to talk to them.
I apologize to the city of Bmore. You guys are playing some good football. Right now, if the NFL season ended, Lamar Jackson is the most valuable player. I got to give it to him. The young man is playing phenomenal football out there, whether that's running the ball or either passing the ball or spreading the ball around, getting other players involved. Lamar Jackson right now playing in the NFL. He's doing this thing. I got to give it to him. I would say they're the number 1 seed in the AFC until somebody knows them. We play them later on in the year. Miami comes to Baltimore. It's going to be another good game. We beat them last year in Baltimore, but I can't say we're going to beat them this year because right now Baltimore is rolling. It seems like no matter who comes in there, they're blowing everybody out of the stadium. But let's see how they do when they take this show on the road. But I can't say anything bad about it because right now the numbers don't lie. The Baltimore Ravens, the city of Bmore, they are playing some serious football. I was over there a couple of weeks, and they've got a whole vibe going on. Everybody's talking about the Ravens everywhere you go.
Like I said, my whole issue, I think the Ravens are playing very well. But my whole thing was I can't trust Geno. And I said that last week. I appreciate him. I think he's done a great job. I think he's rejuvenated his career. I'm proud of him. I just don't trust him. And I think if you rush him a couple of times, you get to him. I seen him pack it in, throw it in the dirt, throw it away. And I saw it this week, and I feared. That's what I said. If Baltimore is able to get a pass rush on him, and I thought they would, and John Harbaugh had a fantastic defensive plan to go against Geno Smith, and he looked like a deer in headlights. And I called that. He did not look comfortable any time in this game. He made a couple of throws. I think about 2 or 3 nice throws out there. But for the most part, man, he was running for his life, and he just, they didn't get a lot of interceptions and stuff like that. It's just turning on third down, fourth downs. So at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, only 1 pick. He only threw 1 pick. But I just can't trust Geno. Even though that's still tied with San Francisco, I can't trust Geno as a quarterback to say, hey, that's the team that's going to beat a Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes or a Justin. Well, it could be Justin Herbert. I was gonna say, what's the boy from Baltimore, Buffalo? To go against
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. He could be Josh Allen now too right now. But a team that's focused, you put him against another top tier quarterback. I'm going with the other team, man. I'm going with the other team. I think Miami and Seattle are kind of both, hand in hand, and that they'll beat the teams that they're supposed to beat. But when they play a good team, when you really, really can see what they're about, you really see what they're about.
Well, King, wait a minute about Miami now. We're just not getting healthy because think about it. All those other good teams we played, we were missing 6 starters each game.
Well,
so we're just not getting healthy.
I
will say this. You called it right about Geno. You called that one, and he went out there and played exactly how you called it. They put pressure on him. He got rid of the football, threw it in the dirt, and just threw the whole offense out of whack. But I do want to give credit. I want to give credit when credit is due. We haven't said enough about Baltimore defense. I give them credit. Baltimore defense is playing really good football right now. They're playing outstanding, lights out there. They're doing fantastic. I give them credit.
And the only reason I'm saying that about Miami, I'm saying Miami and I'm saying that about Seattle is because, like I said, if you look at this Seattle Seahawks teams that they've beaten this year, they beat the Cardinals 20-7. They beat the Browns without Deshaun Watson. So they haven't been. It's not like they've been out here destroying teams or putting like foots in teams. They beat the teams that they're supposed to beat. They beat. They did beat the Lions. Oh, I think that was last year. That might have been last year. No, that was this year. They beat the Lions. So they beat the teams that they're supposed to beat. But when it comes down to it, them actually coming out and playing. They beat the Giants. They lost to the Bengals. They beat the Cardinals, who had Joshua Dobbs that just beat the Atlanta Falcons. I'm sorry. All right, but and then they beat the Browns without Deshaun. And again, they possibly should have lost. And then they got destroyed by the Ravens. If you look at they're doing the same thing. They're not beating the good teams. They're beating the teams that are I guess you're supposed to beat the weaker teams. When they played a good team, when they played the Bengals, and I think that's when Burrow got hurt, they lost 17-13. When they played the Lions, they did. Now they did. I think the Lions is one of the big teams, and I tried to tell y'all. I think the jury's still out on the Lions. I hate to say it like that. I think the jury's still out on the Lions, but they beating the teams that they supposed to beat. But the teams that they're not, that's more the upper echelon. When you have a quarterback that can go toe to toe with Geno, I'm probably gonna go with the other quarterback all the time.
Well, Geno Smith, to me, if I had to categorize the Seattle Seahawks, I would say they're just a wild card team, just like they were last year. I don't think they're one of those teams who can push for the NFC Championship game and who can get a berth into the Super Bowl. I really don't see Seattle with that type of talent. I think they're a decent football team. I think they're San Francisco's little brother. That's how I look at Seattle.
Wow.
I think they're one of those teams that may go 10-7. I don't see them going 13-4 but we do have a lot of football left. Anything could happen.
That's right.
But I just don't see them being a football team that can just catapult themselves throughout the playoffs and make it to the Super Bowl. I don't think Geno Smith is that type of quarterback. I think he's a decent quarterback, but I don't think he's the quarterback that's going to take that franchise back to a Super Bowl. And nothing bad against him because he sits in the middle with all the other quarterbacks in the NFL. He's not a bad quarterback. He's just not that quarterback who has ice in his veins to go take a team all the way and try to push through to win a Super Bowl.
And I'm going to shock you on this, too. I'm going to shock you. You know who else we could throw in that bucket that I can say with Seattle? I can say Miami. You know who else I can throw in that bucket? You want me to shock you and tell you who else?
Yeah.
My Cowboys.
I already knew you was going to say that.
My Cowboys. Because if you look at it, when we play the good teams, and I get why people – listen, I'm a fan, right? That's my team. But I'm honest. And I had to tell you what I see. I have to be honest and tell you what I see. When we play good teams with good quarterbacks, we struggle. Yeah, so far we beat the Giants. The Giants are the Giants this year. We've beaten the Jets. The Jets are the Jets. They're struggling without. They were coming off the Aaron Rodgers, who I'm hearing maybe coming back sooner than later. They said Aaron Rodgers may come back in the next couple of weeks. And if that's the case, that's amazing. They beat Aaron Rodgers' Jets. Then we lose to the Cardinals. Then we turn around, we beat the Patriots. We blow out the Patriots. Then we get blown out by the 49ers, a good team. Then we barely beat the Chargers, a decent team. Then we blow out the Rams, and then we lose to an Eagles team. Now, when you do that type of inconsistency, that type of I'm cool because we're beating the teams we're supposed to beat. I'm cool with that. But if you want to be one of the top echelon teams, if you want to be a true Super Bowl contender, we got to beat Philly. We got to show up better than we showed up to the 49ers. I don't believe in a lot of moral victories. Do I think that was a good game? It's a great game. I love seeing great competitive football. But I don't believe in moral victories. We should have won that game, and I'm not going to give Dallas a pass for not winning that game. Dak played well. CD played well, 191 yards, almost 200 yards receiving. My defense did enough to win, and we still lost the game because we made the same stupid mistakes over and over again. So you can see the patterns, and I'm breaking this back home. I'm just gonna go full circle now. You go watch how I fit this all together. You can see some of the same patterns in the Cowboys that I see in the Miami Dolphins. That's how I put the Dolphins in that. You know what I'm saying? You can see that Tua, when it comes against some of these other top echelon quarterbacks, he kind of shrinks a little bit. You can see when they come play a great team, they shrink a little bit. That's why I can't quite put Miami. I can't quite even my Cowboys. Yeah, they ask who's the top teams in the NFC. I can't even quite, and I know you got to go. It's 9:00. You got to go a little bit. I can't quite put the Cowboys in Miami in that top echelon yet until they show me they win. And I'm gonna tell you something about my Cowboys. The Cowboys about to run about 4. They're gonna win about 4 in a row. They're gonna look dominant. They got but you gotta look at the teams they got playing. They're playing the Giants, the Panthers, the Commanders, and the Seahawks. Right. All 4 of those games, they're gonna be favored to win those games. Okay, barring injury. But after those 4 in a row, then we go December 10th. You know who we play again? We'll play Philly and Jerry's World. So the test isn't going to be Cowboys being the Giants. The test isn't going to be Cowboys being the Panthers. The test isn't going to be Cowboys being the Commanders or the Seahawks. The test is going to be when the Cowboys, that last stretch of games, when the Cowboys play the Eagles, the Bills, and guess who we play after there, bro?
Miami.
That's gonna be the test and see where we really, because by then we possibly will be 9-3, 8-4, 9-3, right? Possibly 9-3, 8-4 if we don't slip 9-3, right? Because we'll overlook the Giants and they'll slip up and beat us, or we overlook the Panthers and they'll slip up and beat us. But we should blow them guys out by 50. If we were mature, we should be going into the Eagles game. We should go into the Eagles game 9-3. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see in the next couple of weeks. And I think same thing with Miami. If I'm looking at Miami's schedule, you guys play.
We got to bye this week.
Y'all got to bye. Y'all play the Raiders, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Raiders, and then the Jets.
Then the Jets, the Commanders, the Titans, who's playing a rookie quarterback who's playing phenomenal. We're not talking about their rookie quarterback is playing amazingly good. He ain't winning it, but Will Betters is balling, right? So I think I said his name right. But he's balling. He's playing phenomenal. He threw a ball the other day. I was just like, and it was beautiful. I said, oh, my God, they got a star. So, was it Levis? Is it Levis? Will Levis? Will Levis, right?
Will Levis from Kentucky.
Right. Real Levis. He's a baller. You're hearing it here first, folks. He's a baller. But, you guys, y'all got the Dolphins, the Jets, the Raiders. That's a winnable game. Then y'all got the Jets. That's a winnable game, especially for Aaron Rodgers.
It's going to be tough because it's a rivalry game. The Jets always play us tough. Zach Wilson, nobody has confidence in him. He's not. He's a horrible quarterback. I'm just going to be open and honest to you. He's not a winner. I don't think he'll ever take any franchise to a 500 season record.
Wow.
They brought him in as a number 2 overall draft pick, and then he was horrible. But the kid didn't really get no training, and then they brought in the quarterback now who hurt his Achilles, which is Aaron Rodgers. And now Aaron Rodgers is injured. Now he's thrown back out there in the fire to play. And the team is dwelling away from him. They're losing confidence. And this game against the Chargers that they played Monday night, you can hear the back and forth in the locker room from the offense and the defense, and they're dividing because they feel like he's not coming up to par. What was he sacked 6 or 8 times, and they lost 27-6.
Right.
So quarterback gets sacked 6 to 8 times. Either one or two things going on. Either the offensive line is portrait, or either he don't know how to get rid of the ball soon enough to the receivers.
He's been very inconsistent. So you guys, that'll be a tough game because Jets defense is always tough, and they always try to keep them in the game. So you guys, that's a winnable game. The Raiders is a winnable game. I don't know, the Raiders. You should be the picture. The Raiders having an all black GM, having an all black coach, and then an all black president. So wait a minute, who is the woman? Is the woman in there? Is she the president GM or something like, or was she just a commentator or something like that?
Oh no, she's the GM, dog.
Really?
yeah, she's the GM.
That's interesting.
She's the GM. They got a black guy. He's a president, and Antonio Pierce is the head coach. At the end of the day, I'm proud of where they are. It would be nice to see them make a trend, moving in the right direction, get some wins up under their belt. It'll look good for them. It'll pad their resume, and at the same time, it'll show the league that minorities can perform at a high level at any position you put them in the NFL. So keep an eye out for that. Let's see how the Raiders do. They got rid of their and they got rid of Josh McDaniels. Let's see how they go. Mark Davis has a history of firing coaches in the season. If I'm not mistaken, the Raiders has had like 10 or 11 coaches in the past 20 to 21 years. So the turnover, he believes in turnover and a new trend every once in a while. But let's see if this one sticks for the good, and let's see if they trend in the right direction. It would be nice to see.
All right, so this is the part of the show that you kind of hate a little bit, Bo. Time to make picks. What are your picks for this week?
What's the rundown? Give me a 5-game.
So let's see. Top games of the week. Hold on, my stuff on my screen is.
I'm going to make sure you keep receipts on this one now.
I can't receipts on the last one. I told you listen. I try to help. I'm a tight guy. I'm trying to help you, but especially my friends, the people that look at me, the people that look at me, that look out for me, I try to look out for them. So this week's top football games. Who do you have out of? Hold on, let me pull my schedule. I have my schedule. Let me pull my schedule back up. I have my schedule. Let me get my schedule back. All right, so this week's top NFL games. This week, oh man, my schedule, my thing is running crazy right now. I think because I'm live, I'm streaming, is running super slow. Put it back up. Go here. The big game of the week. Hold on 1 second. Get there. Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right. So this week. All right. So this is scheduled. Let's see the games that you want to pick this week. The big game. Oh, and we did not talk about Houston and Stroud. That boy balled out. 470 yards, 5 TDs.
He is phenomenal.
Right. He goes into Cincinnati. You have I go with the schedule and you let me know the games you want to go. You got Indianapolis, the Colts at the Patriots. You got the Texans at Cincinnati. I think we should do that one.
I'll take Cincinnati over the Texans.
Okay, so we got Texans over Cincinnati, Cincinnati over the Texans. You got a score?
I'm gonna go 27. I'm gonna go 30 to 23. Cincinnati over the Texans.
Okay, Cincinnati over the Texans. All right. Then you got Minnesota over Minnesota and New Orleans. You got Green Bay, Pittsburgh. Ooh, that's a good one.
I like New Orleans over Minnesota.
What?
I like New Orleans over Minnesota.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get you. I ain't gonna pick that game. Here's the big games. You got San Francisco and Jacksonville.
I like San Francisco.
Okay. Then you got Cleveland and Baltimore.
Where's the game?
It's at Baltimore. Don't do it again, Bo. Don't do it again. Don't do it.
Baltimore's home.
Baltimore's home. Don't do it again, Bo. Don't do it again.
All right, I like Cleveland for the upset, 23-17.
What? Oh my God! Don't do it again. I thought you about to do it again. You did it again. Okay. All right. So we got Dallas, New York. I think we both got Dallas on that. Seattle, Washington. I don't know. That's a tough one. And then you got Las Vegas, New York, and then you got Buffalo Monday night. You got Denver at Buffalo.
Woo! I'll take Buffalo at the house. Where's the Seattle Washington game?
The Seattle Washington is in Seattle.
I like Seattle.
I like Seattle too. Okay. All right. So here we go. I got Cincinnati, Houston. I'm going with Houston with the upset. I got Stroud. I think the other thing. I think I like D'Amico Ryan's defense, and they're always in the game. So I got Houston with the upset. I got Houston beating Cincinnati. Hold on, let me make sure I write this down. I got Houston beating Cincinnati 24. Houston, Cincinnati, King. I have Houston beating Cincinnati 28-14. No. I'm gonna go 32 27. I got Houston 32-27. And you have on that one you have Cincinnati. Okay. What you said that score was? Cincinnati?
30-23.
30-23. Okay. So I got this time we're gonna do it early so we can put the scores up. So I got King is 32-27 and Bo is 30-23. Okay. Then I got you said you had Minnesota beating New Orleans, or you had New Orleans beating Minnesota?
New Orleans beating Minnesota.
New Orleans over what's that?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 30-17.
Okay. This is my upset. This is my upset special of the week. Minnesota's on the high. No, I got Minnesota winning 24-14. I don't trust David Carr. And you got 30 to what? What you got, Bo?
30-17.
30-17 New Orleans. 17, and I got Minnesota with the upset. I don't know. That's a tough. That's a one. I think Joshua Dobbs. I really kind of like. I'll be honest with you. I kind of like what he did at what he was doing with the Cardinals. I just think the Cardinals. I think that's why they dealt them, because they was a lot more competitive than what they thought they would be. So this is. I'm gonna let you get the favorites on this one, both, so you get that bounce back week this week. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go. Minnesota is gonna win. 14. What I said, the 28. 14-28 Minnesota.
Okay.
All right, so we got those two. Let's do San Francisco, Jacksonville.
I like San Francisco in this one, and I like them to win this game 27-17.
All right. San Francisco, Jacksonville. I'm going to take the Jaguars. And you said you got them 27 to what?
17.
17. I'm going to take the Jaguars. I think San Francisco is in trouble. So I'm going to take the Jaguars. Put Bo by that. Me. I'm going to take the Jaguars. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm open to having a bad week. I don't think I'm going to have it, but hey, it's me. I'm going to take the Jaguars. You said 26-17?
27-17.
27-17. I don't know why I'm like I ain't got the show to put this on. I'm going to take the Jaguars, and it's going to be not close. 34-16.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good next week. Next week, come on here.
All right, they got to put a picture with my bad picks last week. All right, so then, so last we got Cleveland and Baltimore. You said you got Cleveland?
I like Cleveland in this bad baby, 26-23.
26-23. This is a rivalry game.
Absolutely. We're talking about a divisional game. Deshaun Watson on the road up against Lamar Jackson in the house, who's been playing phenomenal football. B. Moore is going to be excited over there. The stadium is going to be rocking, sitting right off of I-95 North. They're going to be crunk over there. Let's see how this turns out. But I like Garrett. I like Garrett going over there, sacking Lamar 2-3 times. And I think that Cleveland run game might get started and Deshaun may scramble. I'm going with the quarterback from the state of Georgia.
All right. Since you definitely said that, I'm definitely going with Baltimore. I'm definitely going with Baltimore. Baltimore wins 25-13. It's a defensive game, but Lamar does a little bit more. I think he's getting a little bit more camaraderie and chemistry with his receivers. I think their running game is looking fantastic. It's starting to look hard. They got the scat back, and then they got Gus Edwards to bring it home once they get into the goal line situation, get in the red zone. I got Baltimore winning. I don't see them losing this game here. I got them beating Cleveland. Also, I think Deshaun Watson is he's got the money, so I don't think he has the same passion that he had before the money. I think he's got the money, and he might not even play that game. Something might happen between the weekend. He get knocked out of the game. I got Baltimore 25-13 over that. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Got one more. 5 picks. Monday night, Denver and Buffalo.
I like Buffalo at the house in a tight one because Denver, I think it's going to be a very good game. Denver is sneaky good. Just like Buffalo, they adapt to playing in cold weather. Russell Wilson is not a bad quarterback. Always keep that in mind. He can go out and win a game when a game needs to be won. And if the game is lost, he still typically plays a good game. But I do like Buffalo to squeak by this game and go 6-4 and to beat Denver. I like Buffalo 27-23 in this game.
27-23. That's a good score. You know what? I agree. I think Buffalo wins also. You said 27-23. Buffalo wins also. I think it's a blowout. I think Buffalo blows them out. I got 41-17.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, so there's our NFL picks of the week. Houston, Cincinnati. Bo has 37-20, 32. Bo has 30-20. Houston. Cincinnati. I have Houston 37-20. 32-27. New Orleans, Minnesota. Bo has 30-16. New Orleans. I have Minnesota with the upset. I'm with Joshua Dobbs. I think they got upset in 28-14. San Francisco, Jacksonville. Bo has 27-17. I got it going the other way. I got Jacksonville winning. 34-16. And then Baltimore, Cleveland. Bo, I don't know what Baltimore's done to Bo. Bo will not take Baltimore for anything. He's going with Cleveland over Baltimore 26-23. I said, no way, no how. I got Baltimore winning 25-13. And then Denver, Buffalo, the Monday Night Football game. We got Bo has Buffalo winning 27-23. I agree, but I think it's going to be more of a blowout, 41-17. You good with your picks, Bo? You good with them now?
Fantastic with the picks, and at the same time, King, want to give a shout out to Miller's Soul Food down in Dublin, Georgia, who has been in business for over 60 years at 115 South Lawrence Street, Dublin, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, please go support Miller's Soul Food, a fantastic restaurant
that
who has been in business for decades and more than half of a century.
I might go to Miller's next week. I bet that next week Miller's. I might go check out. See how I do. Shout out to my boy over there, Low Whiskey. What's up, Low? Miller's Soul Food Cafe is our Bo's business of the week. Let's see if I can find their what's the name? Miller's. Let's see if I can find their Facebook page. Soul Food Cafe. Make sure you guys get over there. Check out some great a staple in Dublin, in the Dublin community. A staple in the Dublin community. Much love to them. If you want to get out to them, you can call them at 272 5983. Make your order from Miller Soul Food Cafe. Man, one of the best soul food cafes in Middle Georgia. That's Miller Soul Food Cafe, man. Big shout out to them and all those people that's been listening. Bo, man, I appreciate you. So we got your picks in this week. Anything we'll talk about? Anybody? Anything else you want to leave off for, Bo?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to be safe out there. Enjoy your work week. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. God bless. And tune in to us next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Enjoy.
All right. Say that last part again. I think the music can't be too loud. Say that last part again.
Enjoy and be safe.
Thank you, Bo. Thank you for coming in. I didn't think you could show up. You know what I'm saying? And you see how well let you pick the Cowboys game. Same here, man. Shout out to my man Bo for coming in, being a good sport. We had fun with him. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, man. I just had a lot of fun with it. Just promoting, trying to get the show out and stuff like that, man. So I appreciate you being a good sport and letting us play around with that, man. We have fun with these picks. It's our thoughts. Sometimes we pick with our heart. Sometimes we pick with we'll pick with our analyst hats on. Sometimes we pick just to be to differentiate ourselves from each other. Like a lot of my picks was this week. You know what I'm saying? So we want to agree so much. But listen, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everyone that tuned in, everyone that commented, man. We had the most comments tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to Antonio that came on. Shout out to John that came on. Shout out to my people at the center that watched the show. Thank you guys. Thank you, Shay. Thank you to all the people. Thank you guys for watching the show. Everybody, Bo, thank you one more time. Thank you to everybody for being a part of the Unnamed Sports Show. We got to come up with a name of the show, man.
Hey, King, let's put something on the schedule. Give me a call Sunday at around about 6 p.m.
Okay, I definitely will.
All right, sounds great, man. Hey, good hearing from you, brother. Much love. Take care.
Hey, much love, man. Thanks both for coming in. Listen to everybody, man. Y'all have a great weekend. A great week. We got a great games. Anything college football? Who you got college? Alabama, Kentucky. You know who got it. It's time.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing Alabama versus Georgia in the SEC championship game. That's
Well,
the game that I want to.
With that win Saturday, we kind of already punched our ticket. We're there. Georgia got to get there. Georgia plays a big game this week with Ole Miss. They play a big game with Ole Miss this weekend. Who you got in that one?
You know what? Georgia, I think they squeaked by Ole Miss this week, but don't be surprised if they lose next week at Tennessee.
I'm upset alert. Give it to me. Oh, that was the upset. That was the drum beat. What was that? All right, well, listen. Upset alert. I think I got Georgia winning. I want Georgia to win. I want Georgia to win out so we can see Bama. I don't want no excuses this year in the playoffs. I want us going to the SEC. We punched our ticket to the SEC. We gonna beat them. We have to lose like every game not to beat them. So we're there, right? If we win this game, if we win Saturday, we've already clinched our ticket to the SEC championship. We really kind of changed it when we beat LSU, but we win Saturday's over with. We don't have to win no more this year. We can rest the rest of our players for that game, but we won't because we want to be in the national title picture. Okay, so because we want to make the top 4. But all I'm saying is I do not want Georgia. Georgia, don't slip. I know y'all scared. I know y'all already know. We're gonna represent. Don't slip. Don't be scared, Georgia. Slip. I'm gonna use that same excuse y'all used for us last year. You lost 2. You lost 3. You lost these games. Where y'all at right now? So Georgia, please, Georgia, get that because we already there. We've already punched our ticket. Georgia will win this week or win next week. You're there too, but you still gotta win those 2 games. Bo, I appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir.
Hey, good to hear from you, brother. Take care. Hey, next week we may have a surprise guest from somebody who may call in on the phone.
Hey, I look forward to it. Hey, y'all make sure y'all join us next week, man. The numbers have been incredible tonight. I thank you guys, man. Both thank you for coming through, man. I thank you for being a good sport with the jokes about the picks and everything. I really do appreciate that. If I lose this week, y'all, we're gonna do the same thing. Then we're gonna clown me like no other. But they already clowned me about the Cowboys relentlessly. Anthony Smith clowned me so bad, it hurt my heart. But I took it. It's all good. I took it with smile, and I took it in stride because I know it's sports, man. It's having fun. It's about camaraderie, teamwork, and really, man, it's about having fun and getting away from the pressures and the trials of life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I look for, and that's what the show is about: having fun, making sure we have fun, give our opinions, and having them back and forth on everything. Man, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone for listening. Miller Soul Food Cafe, Dublin, the staple. Make sure y'all get down to it. Make sure y'all give them a call, 272-5983. The Soul Food Country, Soul Food, great chicken. They chicken be swinging now. The chicken be swinging. I gotta give them props. I ain't been in a minute, so I gotta go support it. That's a good look. Shout out to Miller Soul Food Cafe, been the Bo's business of the week. Y'all be good. Holla at y'all next week. Bo, peace.
Take care, my brother. Peace.
Yeah, just take care too. Tell everyone, hey, and I saw your wife kissing you, trying to make you feel better about the pitch. Like, baby, it's all right. It's all right. Come here. It's okay. Yeah, I know. You still the king in my life. That's what you're supposed to do. That's a good woman right there, Bo. Don't let her go. Don't let her go, Bo.
Absolutely. 100%.
Y'all be good, man.
All right, take care, brother.
All right, dude.